Hi guys, my name is Magunga Williams and I'm a photographer. I work with Gufy. He's a cinematographer and he's the guy behind the lens. Our whole idea is to tell stories. We go around telling different kinds of stories, and today we are telling golf stories. We're going to be following the Safaricom Golf Tour to collect stories about golf, from golfers, to caddies, to people of all kinds. We are starting this off by introducing you guys to golf, which not just you guys, as us as well, because we don't know anything about golf. So we've got somebody who plays golf at Golf Park Nairobi, and his name is Lavin Asego, and he's here to give us the ABCDs of golf. So pay attention.
Golf, in the simplest term possible, golf is a game where you hit a golf ball to get it into the hole with as few shots as possible. So now you play golf through either 9 holes or through 18 holes. So how it's played is you have a set of golf clubs. There are different kinds of golf clubs. In a typical hole, you'll have the tee box. That's where you start your first shot. Now from the tee box, you go to the fairway or the rough. The fairway is generally the place that has nice grass. Yani the grass has been cut so nicely, it looks very nice. But the rough, as the name suggests, is the bush, basically. You should go to the bush, which is somewhere you don't want to go to. But the green is the putting green. That's the area where the hole is. And normally the hole is marked with a flag, so that if you're on the tee box, you can actually see the hole is by looking at the flag. So as basic as possible, that's how a typical golf hole is. From the tee box, where you start your swing, to the fairway, to the green. A range, basically that's where golfers practice. That's where you go, you get a bucket of balls and you just hit as many balls as you can. The golfers are normally assisted by a caddy. A caddy basically is it's like your helper. They carry your bag, but also they help you look where your ball is going. Here we have a full set of golf clubs. One thing about golf is you are allowed a maximum of 14 clubs in your bag. So now we'll start with the biggest club in the bag, which is the driver. The driver normally is what most people use to tee off. It goes the longest distance, it's the farthest and it's the longest and the biggest club. Now the driver is followed by the woods. So these are the 3 big clubs which people use to tee off with. Next is the irons. Now the irons range from anywhere from the pitching wedge to the 4 iron. Now it depends. Some people have only up to 5 iron. Some people have to 6 iron, some people have to 4 iron. So the range of irons differs from bag to bag. So the irons are used mostly either on the fairway or on the rough. Now the clubs, they differ in terms of the distance you hit. So you find a 4 iron hits farther than a 9 iron. So whenever you're on the course, you find that I'm still left with, for example, 150 yards to reach the flag, I can use a pitching wedge. But if I'm 200 yards farther, I'll maybe pick a 5 iron or a 6 iron. After the irons, I come to the wedges. Now the wedges are normally used anywhere around the green, like you're almost into the green or you're chipping out of a bunker, which is the area where there's a sand trap. Now the last club in this bag, it's called the putter. Now the putter, this is the putter. Let me just open it. It's used on the putting surface, on the putting green, which essentially is where you're going to hit the ball into the hole. So looking at this set, you have, once again, you have the driver, you have your woods, you have the irons, the wedges, last but not least, you have the putter. Golf is pretty big on etiquette. You're not supposed to be on your phone on the course, or when someone is playing, you just maintain silence up until the play, and of course just dressing neat and make sure you've tucked in. That's it. Some of the myths that surround the sport of golf is for old men who have money and they have nothing else to do with their lives but spend 6 hours on the golf course. Initially, the investment that goes into it might be a bit higher getting the equipment, but once you get into it, there's ways in which you can play golf and it's affordable. Also, women play golf, so that's another myth that people say it's for old men. There's women who play golf and they play alongside the men, and most of the time they beat men because they are more consistent and they're more accurate. You find also kids picking up golf. So golf is a sport that can be played by anyone. As long as you have the zeal, you have the desire to learn, you can pick golf.